All right, I'm just checking if the stream works. Again, as always, it is so complicated process to check if everything is fine before the live stream starts, and there are so many different things that you should check to make sure that the stream goes smoothly, and yeah, and I hope that I checked everything. YouTube says that it works fine, so it looks like we are ready. Yes, I'm just checking whether the Telegram members also get the notification that the live stream started. So yeah. Let's start. So hello everyone, traders. Welcome back to another live stream. And as you know, I haven't been streaming for 2 weeks, and I was waiting. I was waiting for some special event to do the live stream. And you know what? What is the main event for today? The main event today is, of course, the Fed interest rate decision, the FOMC, and it's going to be very important event. And if you read any economic related news outlet, everyone talks about today's Fed. So I decided to do the live trading session covering the market analysis ahead of the Fed interest rate decision. I will help you to prepare for the Fed rate decision. We will discuss some setups. We will discuss the best strategy to trade the FOMC and Fed rate decision. And we will analyze a lot of charts. And as always, you will learn a lot of very useful things and tips for trading Forex, gold, or any other market. So always, traders, remember that very important element of our live streams is the live chat. In the live chat, we constantly communicate. In the live chat, we constantly have a dialogue together. And in a live chat, I want you to ask questions. I want you to participate, to share your views, your opinions, your forecasts, your predictions. And I always say that if something is not clear in my analysis, we'll analyze a lot of charts. And if some things are not clear, always do not be shy and feel free to ask. It's your time. Yes, during this live streams, my main task is to teach you something new, to teach you how to analyze the markets properly. And of course, you may have some questions. Feel free to ask them. Also, please share me your presence. Yes, say hello in the live chat if you're watching. If you're ready for another live session, just say hello if everything is fine. Say hello if you're ready for trading Forex. Hello, Paul. Hello, Rocket. Hello, Alaide, Sibia, Super Spiaro here, Pavel here, watching the live stream, the Rahman, best videos here. Thanks for being here, and thank you for joining the live stream. So what we gonna start with today? So as always, to warm up, I will share with you some trading setups that I am currently watching. I will share with you some the trading plan for some currency pair that is in my watch list at the moment. I will show you how I analyze the Forex pair, exactly what exactly I'm looking for trading entry, what is the signal that I am looking for, and yeah, I will share with you the trading setup with entry, stop loss, and target. And the setup that we will discuss to warm up will be Aussie New Zealand here. Aussie New Zealand, I see a peculiar trading setup to watch, and we will discuss how to trade it. And if you're here the first time, also remember that my trading strategy is called the top-down analysis trading strategy. The strategy is based on the analysis of multiple time frames. That is a purely technical analysis-based strategy. That strategy is based on support and resistance levels, price action analysis, candlestick analysis, the patterns, and I will show you how I apply that strategy. Hello, Majid. Hello, Devaraj. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Patrick. Thanks for joining the live stream. And Toledo says, Vasily, is there any advice can you give when you don't have a good trading plan? When you don't have a good trading plan, brother, build one. Yes, that is your first task in trading, to build a solid trading plan. And if you don't have one, do it. Yes, do it, build it. That is a very, very important thing. So when we treat the multiple time frame analysis trading strategy, when we treat multiple time frames, we always start our analysis with the higher time frame. We always start with the higher time frame. I always start with the daily, and on a daily time frame we should do two things. First, we should analyze the market trend. We should analyze where the market is going. We should get what is the current direction of the market, and then we should look for the areas, for the levels, for the zones from where we can trade, from where it will be relatively safe for us to open the trade. So first, let's analyze the market trend on Aussie New Zealand. What do we see here? From the long-term perspective, clearly we can spot that the market is bullish, right? I guess you see that. Since February, we are trading in a bullish trend. You can see that here the market updated the highs. We have nice higher low here, so the global trend is obviously bullish here. Then if we zoom in the chart and analyze the recent price action, the price action from that high of July, we can spot that the minor trend is bearish. Why? Because you can see that here we got a strong bearish movement. We retraced at the lower high, we dropped lower, right? We set a lower high again, and we updated the low. So we have a global bullish trend and a minor bearish trend. And why is it so important? Why this advanced trend analysis here is so important? Because we should always remember that the global picture is always more important than the minor picture, the short-term picture. And for that reason, we see that the minor bearish trend that we see at the moment is just the correctional movement in this global bullish trend. Yes, I hope that it is clear, traders. Then, after we analyze the market trend, then we should look for probably for some important events, for something that would clarify what is the intention of the market participants at the moment. If we analyze the recent price action, we zoom in chart more and analyze the recent price action here, we can spot that yesterday we got quite a strong bullish movement here. And with this bullish movement, the market violated this horizontal resistance. Why this violation is so important here? Why the violation of that resistance and a daily candle close above that is so important for us? Because in this minor bearish trend, the level of the last lower high, and here, traders, this resistance here is based on the last lower high in this bearish trend. The violation of that, a bullish violation of that, is a very important event. That event is called change of character. What this event signifies? It signifies that the trend here is violated. Bullish violation of that resistance signifies that the trend here is no more bearish. And then remember what we discussed at the beginning. The global trend here is bullish. And the fact that we just violated this minor bearish trend may signify that the pair may return to a global bullish trend. It may signify that this correctional movement, the correction that we see here, is now over, right? I hope it makes sense to you. Then, what we can also see is that this broken structure now may turn into support. The broken structure here may now turn into support, and from that broken structure, we can look for buying the market. Yes, that broken structure is now a strong support from where we can look for buying the pair. We can look for buying the pair, anticipating a bullish continuation. And that is just the first step in our analysis. Yes, with that, we analyzed the daily time frame, we analyzed the trend, we analyzed key levels. Yes, and we see the confirmed violation of a bearish trend. We see the test of an important structure. And after that, when we analyze that on a daily, our next step will be to look for confirmation, for some signal, right? And what will be the signal? Our signal will be based on the lower time frame analysis. After we see the test of a significant daily structure, the next thing that we will do, we will analyze lower time frames and look for a bullish confirmation there. Let me introduce, if you follow, let me know if so far everything is clear in the analysis. Hello, Mary Oil, thanks for joining. Hello, Islam. Hello, Monu. Hello, Arslan. Thank you for joining. Rita here. Thanks for being here. A car maker from Bangladesh. Thank you for being here. And I see that some probably the hater here says that he lost 50% of the deposit. I think, brother, that the main problem is that you apply poor risk management, and you can read some of the articles that written by me about the risk management, where I explain how properly apply the risk management in trading and how to properly calculate lot size for your trade. So we see the test of that structure. Now let's look for a confirmation. First, we will open the 4-hour time frame, and on the 4-hour time frame, we will look for something, for some sign of strength of the buyers. We will look for some bullish confirmation here. And what do we have on the 4-hour time frame? On the 4-hour time frame, we see the test of the broken structure, but we see nothing special. The only thing that we see right here is some random bullish candle. That's it. That's it for now, and we don't have any signal here. So if you don't see any confirmation, any signal on the 4-hour time frame, then you open an hourly time frame, and there you start to look for this signal again. So we open an hourly time frame, and on an hourly time frame, here there's one important thing that we should pay close attention to. Look what we have on an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame, we have the range, right? You can see that here the market is now trading within this horizontal range. These ranges are always very important, because within these ranges the trading volumes are accumulating. And what is peculiar about that range is that the support of the range matches perfectly with that intraday horizontal support, right? So what will be our signal here? What will be our bullish confirmation right here? What will be our trigger to buy Aussie New Zealand here? Our sign of strength of the buyers here, our signal will be a bullish violation of the resistance of the range. Why? Because for now, the resistance of the range is the area where sellers are placing their orders. We can see 2 consequent bearish movements from that. And definitely that is an important and significant intraday resistance. And bullish violation of that, bullish breakout of that minor resistance will signify that buyers are willing to push the prices higher. Buyers are willing to break that structure. And for us, it will be a strong confirmation. Once we see the violation, and for the violation, by the way, for the confirmation, we will strictly need an hourly candle close above that. It will be a very important condition. So if the price violates the resistance of the range with just a whack, it won't be the signal. The signal will be strictly the candle close above that. After that, what we will do? After that, we can execute the trade. We can execute the trade, and we will set our buy limit order on a retest of a broken resistance of the range. And by the way, depending on your trading style, you can trade aggressively without the retest. However, personally and with my students, we always trade on a retest because it provides better reward to risk ratio. So buying on a retest, we will set our stop loss here strictly below the lows of the pattern. It will be a very safe stop loss here. Why it will be a safe stop loss? Because you can see that this support here is a very significant intraday support from where we saw a lot of bullish movements. And the bearish violation of that will be a clear sign of strength of the sellers. Bearish violation of that will signify that sellers started to dominate here. And after the violation of that support, the prices may drop much lower. So it is for that reason we will simply keep our stop loss below the support of the range, because the violation of that will invalidate our trading setup completely. And where will be the target? The last thing here will be to identify the target for the trade, to get where will be the target. And because we see that the global trend on a daily is bullish, and that we see the violation of a minor bearish trend on a daily, we can expect a bullish movement to the next strong resistance. We can expect the bullish movement to the closest, at least to the closest strong daily resistance. Where's our closest strong daily resistance? We have a very significant structure cluster here. This one. I hope you see that. It's a very significant resistance right here. And with the high probability that resistance will be reached. So our target for the trade will be based on that resistance. So you can see that here we may have a very nice potential profit. It can be a very nice trend following trade for us. One more thing to note about the trading setup is that once you are in the trade, you can also apply the position protection. You can start protecting your trading position earlier. And once the trade becomes active, once you are in a trade, I think that the test of that high will be a nice signal for you to protect your trading position, to move your stop loss to entry, to move your stop loss to break even and make your position risk-free. Yes, that is a very classic approach to protect the active trade that is in profit. One more thing that I should add about that trading setup is that, as you remember, today we are expecting the FOMC, the Fed interest rate decision, and FOMC coming in 6 hours. And the thing is that Fed can break even the best trading setup. So remember that our trading setup here can easily be invalidated. For now, we are waiting. We are waiting for the signal. There is no signal. And of course, the positive news for Aussie New Zealand here will break the resistance of this range after the Fed. But negative will break it to the downside and invalidate our trading setup. So watch carefully, wait for the Fed, and wait for the signal. Let me introduce, if everything is clear so far, if you got the idea behind this trade, and I see a question from Arslan about this trading setup. So good question, by the way. So Arslan asks, what if the daily candle, if this current bearish daily candle closes below that blue area? What will it signify for us? So, my friend, I do believe that if this bearish candle closes below that broken structure, if this bearish candle closes somewhere here, I think that it will signify that the breakout here is false, that it is simply a trap. Yes, so if the daily candle closes below that blue area, I won't looking for buying. I will probably look for the test of a lower key structure, and the lower key structure that I see is right here, that daily horizontal structure support. So I hope it is clear for you. Now let me introduce what will be the next instrument that we will analyze. Let me know which instrument we will analyze next. Probably probably we will analyze Bitcoin. I see questions about Bitcoin, so let's check Bitcoin now and let's discuss the current situation. By the way, one more thing that I wanted to say about the FOMC and Fed interest rate decision is that ahead of the release of the important fundamental news, the markets tend to slow down. The markets tend to consolidate and the markets tend to start ranging. It is not 100% rule, but if you go through the major and minor Forex pairs now, you will see that among the majority of the major and minor pairs, the markets slow down and the markets trade within the range. Why it happens? It happens because the market participants are waiting for the news. And for the market participants, the news will be the catalyst. It will indicate whether to buy or sell the market, and it will indicate the future direction of the market. And during today's live stream, we will see a lot of examples of such consolidations and sideways movements. So let's return back to Bitcoin. Yes, and let's check what is up on Bitcoin. Yeah, by the way, the live chat is a little bit lagging. Yeah. And Oleda says, can you see this is a swing trade on Aussie New Zealand? Yes. If we aim at the next daily structure, it will be definitely the swing trade. But you can also treat it from the day trading perspective, simply lowering your target. Yes, I hope that you understand that. So what do we see on Bitcoin? If we analyze Bitcoin, now we can spot that for the last couple of days, indeed, Bitcoin is quite weak. And what we can spot on a daily time frame is that the market for now nicely respects that horizontal resistance. Yes, we have a strong daily horizontal structure resistance that the price respects here. And at the same time, we have a very nice and strong daily horizontal structure support here. We have the range where the price is stuck at the moment. And wonder why the price is stuck within that range? Simply because the market participants are waiting for the Fed. They're waiting for the trigger. They're waiting for the confirmation here, right? So depending on the reaction of the price to the boundaries of the range, we can project where the market will go next. And obviously, traders, bullish violation of the resistance of the range, a daily candle close above that will be an important bullish signal. If we violate the resistance of the range, the market will have a very nice potential to continue growing. And after that, we can easily expect bullish movement to that horizontal structure resistance. Yes, so patiently wait for the breakout of that yellow resistance. It will be a very strong bullish signal that will push the prices at least to 64,000 level, realistically. But the news can also be bearish, right? FOMC can easily be bearish, and you should also consider a bearish scenario. And we can spot that at the moment, the Bitcoin is stuck on the resistance of the range. So let's analyze what exactly is going on the lower time frames. On the 4-hour time frame, testing the resistance of the range, we can spot that here the price formed a very classic cup and handle formation, right? You can see that here we have the cup and here gives the handle, right? So we have this pattern here that the price formed. And why this pattern is so important? Because this pattern can give us a strong bearish signal. What will be our bearish signal here? What will be the indicator that the price will drop lower? A very strong signal here will be, of course, the violation of that orange support, right? The neckline of this pattern here is for now a relatively strong intraday horizontal support. And the bearish violation of that will be quite an important sign of strength of the sellers. It will give us a strong trigger, it will give us a strong signal that the price will drop lower. And then we can expect a bearish movement all the way down to to the support of the range, right? Yes, I hope that it is clear. Also returning back to a daily time frame, remember that we also have our range on a daily, and a bearish violation of the support of the range, a daily candle close below that, also will be a strong bearish signal. Yes, if we close below the support of the range on a daily, it will give us a very strong bearish confirmation, and then we can easily anticipate a bearish movement all the way down to a current local low right here. So that is what I see on Bitcoin. Super says, can you please explain more about wicks when drawing support and resistance? What if you have different lengths? Where do place the boxes? Of course, let's do it. Let's just open naked Bitcoin chart and I will explain. So let's open this chart. When you are drawing the resistance, imagine that you are drawing the resistance. The first thing that you should do, you should identify the level, probably the level from where a strong bearish movement initiated in the past. And here is such a level, right? And you can see that I draw it based on the wick because, man, from that exact level, a bearish movement started. Once that exact level was reached, from that level, bearish movement initiated. And then what we also do, we consider the candle closes as well. And among these candles, we are looking for the highest candle close here. And our highest candle close here is this, right? So our resistance here will be based on this highest wick and the highest candle close. That is your resistance, right? And by the way, on my YouTube channel, there's even the separate playlist, support and resistance. You can check that there are a lot of lessons about key levels, supply demand zones, liquidity zones, and of course, the support and resistance zones and areas, right? So do not forget to check that. And if you are drawing a support, again, what you're looking for, first, you're looking for the exact level from where a bullish movement initiated, the exact level from where a strong bullish movement initiated. And in that example, here is that exact level. Here is the exact level from where the price bounced. And then when you're looking for the upper boundary of your support zone, analyze the candle closes. And your upper boundary of the support zone will be the lowest candle close among these candles. Our lowest candle close is right here, right? This one, that is the level of the lowest candle close here. And our support zone will be that area, right? That is how we draw the support zone. Olaida says, is Bitcoin a volatile pair like gold? I would say that Bitcoin is even more volatile, much more volatile, I would say, because, for example, look at this recent bearish movement. With this recent bearish movement alone, the market lost almost 20%. 20% in how many days here? How many days this bearish rally lasted? 12 days. 12 days, 20%. Man, that is crazy. The volatility here is crazy, and of course, gold is less volatile than Bitcoin. So traders, gold traders, if you are here and listening, give me yes in a live chat and I will analyze gold for you. And now let's check pound dollar pair. I see a question from Gajenji about pound dollar. So let's check it and discuss. So what do we see? Let's open, by the way, the naked chart and see what is going on here. Definitely from the trend analysis perspective, pound dollar pair is very bullish, right? We are trading in a strong bullish trend here, and obviously because of such a strong global trend here, we are bullish biased. Yes, and of course we admit that with the high probability the bullish trend will continue. Trend is always our friend. It is always better to stick to the trend, and here the bullish trend is so strong, so chances will be high that growth will continue. With all that being said, let's analyze the recent price action and let's check what is going on with the market ahead of the FOMC. We can see that this week the market opening was very bullish, and on Monday we saw a strong bullish movement. And the market successfully reached that horizontal resistance. We have a strong resistance that the price reached and where we are trading at the moment. At the same time, we can also spot that here on a daily, we have this horizontal structure support. So again, that is one more example of the range. You can see that now ahead of the Fed, the market is consolidating. The market is ranging. We are stuck within that range. So what is the plan here? Again, we are waiting for the breakouts of one of the boundaries of the range. We are waiting for the FOMC first, and then we are watching how the market reacts to the boundaries of the range. If we violate the resistance of the range, it will be a bullish signal. We will continue growing then, while the bearish violation of that support will push the prices lower. Also, you can see that similarly to Bitcoin, we are testing the resistance at the moment, the upper boundary of the range. And day traders can consider also potential shorting that resistance. In order to short that resistance, yes, you should monitor the hourly time frame and look for some pattern right here. For now, there's no pattern right here, but it may form some double top pattern formation here, or the triangle or the head and shoulders pattern may form here. You should look for the bearish price action continuation, some bearish price action pattern. It will push the prices lower to the lower boundary of the range. So that is what I see on pound dollar. I hope that you agree with me. And again, traders, all the educational materials that I rely on are perfectly recorded in my educational videos. If you check the playlists on my YouTube channel, you will find the answers for all the questions that you have. You will find the trading strategies, the support and resistance basics, price action basics, trend analysis basics, everything. Everything is available for free on my YouTube channel. Best market for trading crypto or Forex, says Arslan. That is a great question. So traders, Arslan asks, what is better, trading Forex or crypto? Let me know your opinion. But personally, here's one thing that I hate about crypto. If you take the altcoins, for example, if we take Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, I don't know, Toncoin, the thing is that the crypto market is very closely correlated. And most of the time, when Bitcoin is calm, most of the alts are calm as well. And when Bitcoin is volatile, most of the alts are volatile as well. And if Bitcoin is very bullish, then the alts most of the time are all bullish. If Bitcoin is bearish, most of the alts are most of the time bearish. And the market is very, very correlated. Most of the instruments are very closely correlated, so I find it very boring to trade, honestly. I know that there are some crypto traders out there who would say that I'm wrong, that is not a bug but a feature. But honestly, what I like about Forex market is that it is very diverse. There are so many pairs. We have the exotic pairs, major pairs, minor pairs. You can find absolutely different pairs, not correlated pairs. You have a choice of very interesting different instruments, right? While the crypto market looks very, very correlated to me. Yeah, I hope that it is clear. Now, and crypto wide spreads. Yes. What I also like about trading Forex is that the spreads on Forex are close to zero. That is a very, very, very big advantage, definitely. And the swaps, by the way, if you trade crypto with the leverage, swaps there are crazy in comparison to Forex. You should know that as well. So now let's check gold. Now let's check gold. Hussein says, hi sir, for swing trading perspective, how many pairs should we keep in watch list? And for swing traders perspective, how much risk to reward ratio is sustainable? So good question. Yeah, traders, I will answer that question now, and we will check gold, I promise. So from swing trading perspective, how many pairs you should trade? It really depends on you, brother, because more pairs, how can I say? The more pairs you have in your watch list, the more time you need to analyze them. So it really depends on how much time you have for Forex market daily. So if you have just 1 hour of your time, probably big watch list is not a good decision. So it really depends on your time. I am trading full time, so I have a very big watch list. But if you have some other job to do, definitely your watch list should be limited. So it really depends on your time. And if you're wondering, traders, what is the good reward to risk ratio for swing trading, I would say that everything that's with 1.2 and above is good. Yeah, simply positive reward to risk ratio where the reward at least slightly bigger than the risk is already more than enough for a good swing trading strategy. So I know that it is appealing to look for the trades with 10 to 1, I don't know, reward to risk ratio, but such trades are very rare. You should realize that. So let's check gold. Let's check gold, traders, and let's analyze what is happening at the moment. I saw some question whether the 2600 is probable today. Man, today is FOMC. Today is the Fed, so everything is possible. You know, with the specific rhetoric of the Fed, gold may even reach, I don't know, 2700 today. Yeah, we never know what will be the rhetoric of the Federal Reserve today. So everything can happen, and that is the crucial thing about trading fundamentals. Yes, we should understand that everything can happen. The market may surprise us easily, and you should be prepared for that. So with all that being said, let's analyze gold on a daily time frame, because as you know, last week the market updated the all-time high. The market was accumulating within the range. Yes, as we already discussed, the ranges the market was accumulating within this range. The market found the fair value within that range. And then with my students, we started to notice some bullish signs here. The market started to set higher lows, and we formed a bullish triangle here. A bullish accumulation pattern here was formed. And then what the market participants were waiting for, the market participants were waiting for the catalyst, for the news. And last week, the release of the US fundamentals, I don't remember what exactly were the fundamentals, but I remember there were the US fundamentals that were the trigger of this bullish movement. We formed a strong bullish imbalance here, and growth continued. And many traders are wondering, where is the next resistance? So first we will discuss where is our closest potentially strong resistance is. And main thing to understand about gold now is that we are trading in a strong bullish trend, and now we are trading in the no man's land. What does it mean? It means that there are no historic price levels on the left. Yes, we are trading in the uncharted territory, and for the newbie traders, it is quite often very polarizing, because it is hard to predict where this bullish rally will stop, where is the next potentially strong resistance. But there are still some ways, some strategies, some techniques, some tools that can help you to identify the next potentially strong resistance. And one of the ways is to analyze the market prices from the psychological levels perspective. Look for the psychological levels based on round numbers. And if we analyze the prices, we can easily find such a level. 2,600 is the psychological level. It is the psychological level that is based on round numbers, and we should definitely pay close attention to that. But I always say to my students that just one psychological level is not enough to confirm the strength of a level. We preferably should look for some confluence as well. And what can be the confluence? The confluence can be based on Fibonacci levels, confluence can be based on trend lines, or on something else. And here, analyzing the historical price action, I spotted a very peculiar trend line that I wanted to show you. If we take that high, the high of April 2023, we can spot this trend line. Yes, we can spot this peculiar trend line, the trend line that the market respected already 3 times in a row in the past. Definitely it is the significant trend line that can be respected by the market in future. And if we analyze the recent price action, we can spot that that trend line kind of was reached. The market almost reached that trend line. And I think, traders, that from a current perspective, the psychological level that we spotted and the trend line give us a very nice confluence zone. Yes, potentially strong resistance is here based on that psychological level and the trend line. And of course, we can even strengthen our analysis with the Fibonacci levels. We can apply the Fibonacci extension based on, for example, the last bullish impulse, and we can look for some confluence here. Yes, let's bring 1618, 1414, and 1272 level, and let's look if we have some confluence here. And you can see that we have a very nice confluence with 1414 here as well. So we have, let me just remove this levels, we have right here a potentially strong resistance that is based on historically significant trend line, on the psychological level, and on the Fibonacci extension of the last bullish impulse. Definitely, we should pay attention to that area, and I think that with a very high probability, we will see a bearish reaction to that. Let me know if everything is clear so far. Let me know if you follow, and let me know if you have any questions concerning gold. Of course, we will also analyze lower time frames here and discuss the current situation. Hussein says, how do you consider wicks in the market structure? Yes, wicks are more important in structure mapping than the body closes. I strongly believe so, and I think that wicks are more reliable. Also, please tell about Fib retracement level. Do you consider placing the pending order at the retest, or do you also consider some confirmation? Always confirmation. Always confirmation is required. Traders, once you spotted a confluence zone or some significant Fibonacci level or some trend line, I don't know, never place the trading order on that aggressively. Always wait for the confirmation first. For example, we have that blue area here, that potentially strong resistance. Once it is reached, do not open the trade blindly. Start analyzing lower time frames. Analyze the reaction of the price to that. Look for the patterns, for the signals. You can apply moving averages for signals. You can apply any technical indicator. You can apply candlestick patterns, the price action patterns. It really depends on you what is your confirmation. But you should wait for one, strictly. Yes, that is the rule. That is the only way, in my view, to beat the market. And trading without the confirmation, I strongly believe that you will lose a lot of money. So now let's check the intraday price action. Let's check what is happening on gold from the intraday perspective, and let's check if we have something special there. On the 4-hour time frame, we can spot that gold is now coiling, and in this price action, we can spot a relatively strong 4-hour structure support that the market respected and from where this recent bullish movement started. And we can also spot this 4-hour resistance. And again, traders, we have the range here. As with many other instruments and pairs that we discussed, gold is now ranging as well. The market is preparing for the news. The trading volumes are accumulating within the range, and the market participants are waiting for the catalyst. And what will be the signal that the market will drop lower? What will be the signal that the news are bearish for gold and the market will drop lower? The signal here will be, of course, a bearish violation of the support of the range. If we violate the support of the range here, if we close below that on a 4-hour time frame, with a high probability, the market will drop lower, and then we can expect a bearish movement to our support based on the previous all-time high. And traders, if the price violates the resistance of the range, I would not recommend buying, because just a little bit higher we will have our potentially significant resistance. So buying such a breakout will be quite risky. I think that it will be a very high risk in buying such a violation, traders. I hope it is clear. Also, we can analyze even lower time frames. We can analyze the hourly time frame and check what may happen with gold before FOMC, before the Fed interest rate decision. So, because we can see that on the 4-hour time frame, we are trading within this range, and the price has just respected the support of the ranges and some bullish movement initiated. So let's check an hourly time frame and look for some clues. Opening an hourly time frame, we can spot that on an hourly time frame, the market has recently violated a resistance line of this expanding wedge pattern. We got a very nice expanding wedge pattern that the price formed. The price was steadily falling within the boundaries of that wedge, and we can spot its clear violation. One more thing that we can spot here is a confirmed violation of that minor resistance. You can see that we had this minor horizontal structure resistance that was broken, and that is one more important sign of strength of the buyers here. So we have two breakouts: this violation of the resistance of the wedge and this violation of this minor resistance. So we have two signs of strength of the buyers. So I think that before the release of the FOMC today, the market can easily go higher. The market can easily go higher and reach our yellow resistance. Traders, let me know if you are still alive and listening. Let me know if you agree with my analysis. Let me know that the things that I shared with you concerning gold, the levels, the structures, the patterns, make sense to you. Yes, do not forget to show me your presence and just see something in the live chat to let me know that you are still here and listening. Also, traders, let me know what else do you want me to analyze for you ahead of the FOMC. And I see a question from Hussein. Can you suggest 5 to 6 pairs have good volume, and we can look for 3-4 trades every week. Traders, if you just started trading, and if you're wondering what pairs to trade, I would strictly recommend trading the dollar pairs. Why dollar pairs? Because with dollar pairs you have the lowest spreads. These are the most liquid markets, and for you the cost of trading will be the lowest there. And I think euro dollar will be good. Then you can take dollar yen, dollar CAD, probably New Zealand dollar or Aussie dollar, one of those. Probably Aussie dollar is better. And then the fifths, I would take, I don't know, probably Euro pound. This will be the 5 pairs that you can trade. Yes, they are not that correlated, I think, and they are very liquid, quite volatile. Yeah, so this will be the beginner's watch list for you. Now, what will be the next one? I bought gold 2 minutes ago, says Under Luck. Yeah. It can easily, as I said, it can easily keep growing ahead of the before the FOMC. So I cannot say that it is a bad decision. It can give you a nice profit. Which are most forex pairs you don't like? Good question. Pairs that I don't like. I think that the pairs that I really don't like are the yen pairs. Because yen pairs, if you watched how yen pairs acted this year, you know that the manipulations on yen pairs were crazy. And probably because of the interventions of the Bank of Japan, there were so irrational movements there, so many crazy volatile movements there. So sometimes my head is, I don't know, blowing. So probably the yen pairs. But yen pairs also, because of its volatility, quite often give the trades with quite a good reward to risk ratio. Yes, that is another thing. So though the yen pairs are quite irrational sometimes, the profit potential on this pairs is usually higher. And Rita says, could you please discuss yen pairs? Which yen pairs? Which yen pairs do you want me to check? Let's check dollar yen, probably. Yes. Let's check dollar yen and discuss. And Fanisi says, still here. thanks. And the Reef here, still here as well. Thank you for still being here. So dollar yen. The thing is that dollar yen pair has recently tested this very significant support. Yes, we got a very significant structure support here that the price reached, and we got a trap here. Yes, the market tried to violate that. Looks like it was the false violation, because after this false violation the market immediately recovered and formed this bullish imbalance. So if you are studying the smart money concepts trading, that is a very perfect example of a liquidity sweep here. Yes, the liquidity sweep that was followed by a bullish imbalance. And ahead of the FOMC today, honestly, it is quite complicated to make any prediction here. But what we can say for sure is that we have very strong resistance here. Yes, we have very strong daily resistance here. And we have our very strong support here as well. So the best strategy for now to follow here will be, I guess, to wait for the violation of one of the structures. Yes, and the bullish violation of that resistance, a daily candle close above that, will give a very strong bullish signal that will push the prices higher to that resistance. Yes, it can easily happen. While a bearish violation of that major support, of course, will open a potential for a further bearish continuation. A bearish violation of that yellow support will push the prices lower. And if we analyze the historical price action, we can spot that our next historically significant support will be right here, that area. Yes, so if we violate this support, there will be a very most likely there will be a strong bearish movement lower then. So I hope you agree with that. Also, by the way, what I spotted on dollar yen pair from the intraday perspective, I spotted some breakout. Let me just remember where it was, because I saw some trend line there. Not really remember. Probably this one. Yeah, or not this one. Not the breakout. I spotted this trend line. Yes, and that trend line for now is kind of the resort for sellers to sell from. Yes, and we can see a strong recent bearish reaction to that trend line. So if you're looking for the intraday bullish signal on dollar yen, I think you can consider the violation of that trend line. Bullish violation of that trend line may push the prices higher to that yellow resistance. Yes, so it can give you a strong intraday bullish signal here. Hisham says, do you teach about correlation and fundamentals in your educational videos? So I don't really teach the correlations because I don't really like relying on correlations, because mainly I trade day trading strategy, and for day trading I do not believe that correlations play an important role. Concerning the fundamentals, yes, so with my students we constantly pay close attention to the economic calendar. I always teach how to act ahead of the release of the news, how to act after the release of the news. So definitely fundamentals and the economic calendar plays very important role in my teachings. But as I said, the core of my strategy is, of course, technical analysis. Yeah. Now let's check pound yen. I see a question about pound yen. Let's discuss it. And pound yen, by the way, I am still bearish. The pair still looks bearish to me, simply because what happened recently with pound yen pair. Pound yen pair was trading within this range, right? On a daily, the market was stuck within that range for some time, and that range was broken. The support of the range was broken. The broken structure turned into resistance from the bearish movement initiated. And the closest daily structure support that I spotted at that time was right here. And to me, that was the signal that with the high probability the market will reach that support. And it really didn't manage to reach that. It was almost reached, but you can see that a recent bullish movement initiated from a higher structure. And I still believe that the pair still has the potential to drop lower. Probably we will retest that broken structure soon, and probably then we will see a bearish movement lower to that structure. So from such a perspective, I guess you would agree with me that the price action here looks bearish, but the local price action, if we zoom in the chart here, we can spot this minor tiny range here as well, and the resistance of the range was broken. We retested the broken structure that turned into support, and now the price is growing. So as I said, the growth may continue, and we may easily retest the broken structure today. Yeah, so that is what I see at the moment. Oleda says, is it too late to enter the gold trade? Honestly, brother, I think that it is better not to open any trade ahead of the release of the FOMC today. I think it is better to wait for the news first and then trade. That will be the better strategy to follow here, I think. Now, what is going on with Aussie pairs, Vasily? I don't know what is going on with Aussie pairs. Honestly, we just see some moves caused by the fundamentals, probably. So I cannot see what is happening. They are rallying. Yes, they are rallying. We see volatility on this pair, so that is that is probably what is happening there. European pair. Let's analyze European pair. And European pair, wow, nice bearish movement now. Yes, the pair is now falling, and yeah, so what we see on European, very important support here. We have very important support here, and we also have a very important support here. We have so many key supports here, so I am too scared to sell this bearish movement, even though currently we see a clear dominance of the sellers on the market. the fact that we have so many supports here make me very scary, right? So selling Euro pound to me looks very, 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 very scary. I guess I will change my opinion if only we will violate all the structures. If we violate all the supports and close below them, then most likely this bear rush, this global bear rush trend will continue and we will drop lower. But for now, I think that one of the supports can easily be respected. One of the supports can be the area from where the price will bounce. So be very careful. At the same time, it is very easy here to plan buying the pair. In order to plan buying the pair, we have one resistance, one single resistance here, this one. And then the closest strong resistance only right here, right? So bullish violation of this resistance here will give us a very strong bullish signal that will push the prices all the way up to that resistance, right? So I think that can be a very perfect plan here for buying Euro pound. So again, traders, the best strategy to follow here will be to wait for the release of FOMC. I think that it will be the best strategy to follow. Traders, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if everything is clear. Let me know if you still follow and you are listening. Let's check New Zealand CAD. I see a question about New Zealand CAD and discuss. New Zealand CAD is rallying. Yes, New Zealand CAD is rallying on a daily. We see a strong bullish movement at the moment, and we are testing quite an important resistance here. Yes, we have quite an important resistance here. So, man, we see the test of that resistance, and then we have a strong resistance here as well, lying very close to that resistance. So honestly, for now, it looks scary to trade this one, scary to sell, very too late to buy. So probably, again, the best strategy here is to wait for the news. Yes, and probably that resistance will be respected, or probably not. We don't know. From such a perspective, it is very hard to make any prediction here. So let's wait and let's pay close attention to these two resistances. Last thing that I wanted to share with you is dollar index. As we discussed at the beginning of the live stream, ahead of the release of the important fundamentals, the markets tend to start ranging, and we can spot that dollar index is one of the instruments that is ranging at the moment, right? We have the resistance of the range here, support of the range here, and we are stuck within that range. And again, the market participants are waiting for the trigger. The market participants are waiting for the FOMC, and bearish broke out of the support of the range will be a very bearish signal. Yes, bearish broke out of the support of the range will push the index lower. Our next support will be right here. Yes, this one. It will be the next goal for the sellers after the breakout. So you can look for the signal, the violation of the support of the range. A daily candle close below that will push the prices to that support. Alternatively, if we open a 4-hour time frame and analyze the price action on a 4-hour time frame, we can spot a relatively strong intraday horizontal resistance here. And if you're looking for a bullish signal on dollar index, I think that a bullish violation of that resistance will push the prices higher all the way up to the upper boundary of the range that we spotted on a daily. See a question about New Zealand Swiss. On New Zealand Swiss, with my students, we are holding a long trade. We spotted earlier a very nice buying opportunity on New Zealand Swiss pair. With my students, we spotted the test of that key level. Have very nice key structure here. Yes, nice key level here. And when we analyzed the reaction of the price to that structure in a 4-hour time frame, we spotted a very nice bullish confirmation here. Yes, the double bottom was formed. You can see that the price violated. Yeah, here's the double bottom formation. You can see that the price violated the resistance, the neckline of the pattern. Then we got a retest. With my students, we opened a long position on the retest, and the market is now very close to our target. So that is basically the trade that we took with my students. Yes, and for now, most likely the market will reach that strong resistance. That is for now the goal for the buyers. And then we will see, because then everything will depend on FOMC, and bullish violation of that resistance will push the prices higher to 53 level easily, right? So wait for the violation of that resistance. It will give you a strong bullish confirmation. Hishman says, also in private community, do you do live every day? Yes. One of the main elements of my trading academy is the live streams on daily basis and similar Q&As. Yes, thank you for asking, by the way. Question from Beta Forex Signals about US 100 index. So again, main focus here is of course the Fed, and the market is now stuck. Again, traders, ranges. Ahead of the release of the important fundamentals, the markets tend to start ranging, and we can easily spot that at the moment US 100 is stuck within that range. Yes, we have a very narrow range here where the index is now stuck. And of course, bearish violation of the support of the range here. Yes, a daily candle close below that will push the prices lower. Yes, to 19,000 level, realistically. While a bullish violation of that resistance will push the prices higher to at least to that high. Again, realistically, right? So waiting for the breakout, waiting for the violation, waiting for the news, waiting for the trigger, the catalyst, the breakout, and then following the market. That is the plan. Now, euro dollar. Let's open euro dollar and check euro dollar. Again, global bullish trend, definitely. And now the price is stuck on a key resistance, strong resistance here that the price is testing at the moment. At the same time, on a 4-hour time frame, what we can spot? The range. Again, the range. One more range. So many ranges today. Yes, again, as I said, because of the news, the markets tend to start ranging. That is why it is so important for you to learn to recognize these ranges. These ranges are very important. And bullish violation of that resistance. Yes, daily candle close above that will push the prices higher, and the market will reach that resistance then, while the violation of the support of the range, yes, will trigger a bearish movement. Then we will expect a bearish movement lower, at least to the closest strong support. That is right here. Yes, and because the trend is bullish, because the global trend is bullish here, definitely the probabilities will be high that the market will go up. As I said, trend is our friend, and most likely bullish trend will continue here. So the bullish scenario here is definitely more probable than the bearish one. But we never know. As I said, fundamentals can be easily very surprising. So we should be prepared for both scenarios. Lady says, do you feel like the Forex market algorithm has really changed over the years? A very nice question. So if we take the more than 9 years of my trading experience, honestly, I want to say that with each and every year, the trading becomes more and more complicated. Probably the main reason why it is happening is that the smart money, the market makers become more and more, how would I say that, more intelligent probably, and it is becoming more and more complicated to beat them. So honestly, I see that you should think more, you should analyze the markets more and more carefully. With years, yes, there are more stop hunts, there are more market manipulations, definitely. So I clearly see that it becomes more and more complicated. At the same time, what should I also see is that because of the current uncertainty and because of the crazy fundamentals, surprising ones, the markets occasionally gives a very big profits, very big one. I guess you all saw what happened with gold after Hamas attacked Israel the growth there was crazy, and it was, yeah, the trend following there works so perfectly. So occasionally, yes, with all the events that are happening at the moment, sometimes profits are very substantial. But at the same time, the normal trading, the trading when there are no news, the trading of a stable market becomes more and more complicated. So I hope you understood what I mean. By the way, let me know what are your thoughts. What do you think about the current state of Forex trading, whether it is easier or more complicated? Let me know. What do you think? And under Lux says, can you explain how to scalp, or it is too deep? Very deep, I would say. And I would also say that scalping is the hardest and the most complicated trading style. Yes, scalping is very complicated. Scalping requires your constant attention, constant focus. You should always be in front of the screen to scalp profitably. And honestly, I do believe that profitable scalping is possible only if you trade full-time. If you have some other job, if you cannot focus fully on the chart, I think that it is better to day trade or even swing trade. But scalping is very complicated. On my YouTube channel, by the way, I have some scalping strategies that I recorded. You can watch it. So yeah, in the separate watch list trading strategies, you can find the scalping strategies as well. Do you trade futures? Super asks. I prefer to trade CFD. Forex brokers usually offer CFDs instead of futures, so I trade CFD. Hello, Vivek. Thanks for being here. Burukutu says, why the market remain calm right now? Brother, as we discussed, because of the Fed, the Fed rate decision today. It is a very important event, and the market participants simply waiting for this news. That is why. That is the only reason. Ahead of the very significant and important fundamentals, the markets tend to calm down simply because the market participants need clarification. They want to know what to expect from the Federal Reserve, probably from the US government. So that is why the markets tend to come down. I feel that it is getting more and more complicated, says Oleda. Yes. I definitely agree with that. Now, Euro-Yen. I see a question about Euro-Yen. What is up with Euro-Yen at the moment? Let me just remove all this from the chart. And what happened with Euro-Yen recently, the market reached this very significant support. That support was respected. From that support, a bullish movement initiated, and now we are testing some resistance here. And man, honestly, from such a perspective, it's very complicated to make any forecast, because we have the resistance here, we have double bottom here with the breakout of the neckline and bullish imbalance. It's hard to see what is going on here, and again, probably it all depends on the Fed. It's very hard to make any prediction here at the moment. Hisham says, on your experience, which are the best wallets, crypto wallets to withdraw and deposit funds to trading, Vasily? So the best wallet is, of course, the cold wallet. That is the absolute truth, and the cold wallet is, I guess, the safest for crypto storage. And for trading, I personally use KuCoin. Yes, and I use KuCoin for many years, and I don't like Binance, honestly, and I think KuCoin is much better, more user-friendly, support is much better and stuff. So you can check that. I think it is much better. So today we analyzed a lot of charts. Today we analyzed a lot of setups. And I think that, I hope that my words today, my analysis today will help you to prepare for FOMC. I hope that my explanation will help you in treating FOMC and Federal Reserve meetings, Fed rate decisions. I share the exact strategy, the exact things that I always focus on, expecting the ahead of the FOMC. We discussed some trading setups as well. We discussed some trading plan on Aussie New Zealand at the beginning of the live stream. We analyzed a lot of charts. And I hope that you enjoyed today's session. I want to thank you for being here today. As always, if you are interested in some premium stuff, I have VIP Signals group. I have the book teaching you my trading strategy. I have the Trading Academy where I do this live sessions on daily basis. You can check all that on my website, VasilyTrader.com. Also subscribe to my social networks. I have Telegram channel, free Telegram channel, TradingView, Twitter, Facebook group. I also wrote a lot of very useful educational articles about trading. It's all free. Check my website, VasilyTrader.com. Find the free education page, and there you will see a lot of articles, strategies, trading basics, advanced techniques, everything, and all free. So check that. It is all available. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your questions. We will see each other soon. The recording will be provided in a couple of minutes. I will also add the time codes for you. Thank you, traders, and see you soon, and good luck to you trading the FOMC.